Latest read. Crushing these books. My tan speaks for itself. The latest and the greatest. I ordered another one. Look, I'm flying through this. They're so good. And you know what? It's the truth. Gotta love when something is published as fiction so it can get on the reader shelves, when in fact it's actually true. It's part of the latest and greatest as to why I continue down the path I continue down. If we all are gonna die, and that really sinks in with you, if you're blessed to experience a near-death experience, and we're not talking like a spook, we're talking like either you actually die and you come back, or you nearly die, actually die, I suppose, or if you're just spooked really bad and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm grateful for my mortality. When you experience something that shakes you to your mortal core and you realize this is it, this is the body I get, this is the chance, this is the opportunity, this is the life of this experience that I get, your whole world opens up into a way that you cannot explain in any word capacity to anybody, where they will grasp it until they themselves have experienced a near-death experience. So grateful for my experiences, because it has blossomed me into the rich awareness that this is fucking it. This is it. And when you live with that awareness that it all ends like that, and when you fight to stay alive over dying, which in turn is easier to do, you're like, ain't nothing getting in my way from living my best life. And then when you get super zoomed into life again and you're over there stressing about stupid shit like people or places or things or circumstances or other people's moods, and you're like, and then you're like, wait a minute. Zoom out. Zoom way, way out. It's comedy. And then you're able to continue on with like, wow, that person in the parking lot with their ridiculousness is actually me just being zoomed way too far in. Zoom out, refocus. It's all a joke. It's all in my plan. It's all in my existence and reality. And if I don't like it, guess what? I can zoom out and I can refocus over here. And now I feel different. I feel better. I feel X, Y, and Z. And now I can continue on down the path that is actually in the direction, feeling, thought, and motion, spoken word, behavior, where I actually want to be going. When we're able to do that repeatedly, all day, every day, and change our brain and change how we think and keep refocusing out of the zoomed in nonsense, that is when we start experiencing an external world, sometimes machine gun rapid fast, and then sometimes really, really slow, like how cactuses grow. Our external world reflects the dedication we have to refocusing, refining, adjusting the zoom in, zoom out lens that is our experience from the inside out. Sometimes it takes the external to validate, oh, my efforts have been working, like the gym. We could be going to the gym, be doing all the workouts, and you're like, I'm just not seeing any changes occurring. But then once you see in the mirror the changes, you're like, I'm going to keep going to the gym. When that happens and then you make it to week 2 and you're like, I don't see any changes, I'm out of here. Well, of fucking course not. But when you're staying week 3, 4, 5, 6, month 4, 5, 6, 7, and you're like, I'm fucking shredded and I'm hot and I'm fit and I'm loving it and it works. You keep going consistently because you know it works. That's me in this realm. In the realm where people are like, Ayla, your optimism, your language, your constantness of just seeing the lessons and seeing the teachings and seeing the refinements and refocusing and repivoting and always just da-da-da-da. Some people are like, it's so fucking annoying, I can't stand being around you. And I'm like, guess what? It's because I'm in the gym every single moment of every single day because I know what this shit's about. Because I've died. I get it. And it's do or die. So I'm gonna do until I end the doing, until I complete the living experience, until I am done with the life thing in gratitude and peace and harmony, because I'm like, I knew that my visions were going to work. I trusted that my alignment will take me where I am to go. I trust and I know that if things are different than how I envisioned, sometimes that's also the answer, and it's okay. I trust that those who come and go are supposed to. I trust that when I am in alignment, doing the things I am meant to be doing, as in my behaviors, my thinking, my practices, to stay in fucking alignment with my true self, that only and always ever pans out for me. When I learn to let go, which is one of the most painful experiences, not to learn, but to repeat, I know my liberation is in that. And it's not in the, oh, letting go is easy. It's in, how does my tolerance for the pain of letting go increase? How do I learn to emotionally regulate through pain of letting go because it's good for me? It's like that level of semi-masochism where it's like I continued running until I actually learned to enjoy the high of running. I ran long enough until I actually started emitting hormones in my human body and adjusting my breathing practices to, in essence, get high on the act of running, to where now I love running. And now I'm psycho because I love running. It's the same thing. Refocusing and pivoting our minds when we're feeling rage with someone who's being a fucking moron to, this is teaching me something. I'm grateful for this infuriating experience because obviously it's teaching me something. That process gets addicting. Beautifully so, because sometimes being enraged by somebody who's being a fucking moron can be so overwhelming and intoxicating, it makes us sick. Like, it ripples into your day like a disgusting fart you can't get out of the room. It's like, get this away from me. Sometimes that's how our madness is. It's like, get it away from me. I'm being captive by it. So when we can think, this is actually teaching me something. It's like someone opened the window. It's true. It's true. So as maddening as it can be to be around somebody like that, and or to start practicing doing that yourself, it works. If we become wise enough to take wisdom from older people because they literally have lived longer than us and have learned things we haven't learned. Not all of them, not everything. Take it with a salt lick, of course. When you listen to what I'm saying, it only comes from my experience and the experience that I have had in death and the experience I have had in resurrection and the experience I have had in evolving my avatars, in changing my mind, in letting go, in grief, in mourning, in self-development, in self-love, in self-abandonment, in self-resurrection yet again and again and again and again and again and again, and in self-abandonment and in self-choosing and in self-upbringing. It only comes from my experience. Take it with a salt lick, not a grain of salt. Take everything you learn with a huge ass salt lick. Carry that thing around with you and just lick it your whole life with everything you ingest into your brain, into everything. Because it's just information. Alas, it's information that has changed my life. And that I stand by and that I can be like, you know, I don't know why life gives you the lesson that it's given you. But what I do know is there's something in it for you to learn from. And that thing is about you. It's not about them. It could be like, oh, well, I'm learning that someone's a dipshit. It's like, well, sure, that's like a micro aspect and a dark humor way about it. It's actually teaching you about how you're judging them and how you can let go and how you can evolve to be better and more compassionate. Ooh, that one gets me. To learn to be more compassionate. So frustrating. So frustrating. But it's true. And as passionate and animated and fucking ADHD wild and ramped up as I can be, it's passionate because there's the compassion, the love, the humor, the richness that I have cultivated from having lost everything, even my life. 2 times. My details of my story are important. It's really easy to get caught in the details of people's story. Like, oh, tell me about how you died. Not for you to know. What's for me to share is the lessons I've gained in that. The lessons I've gained in resurrecting myself. So that maybe you can do the same. If you happen to come across an experience where you're like, oh, in this bag of oh, I remember when I heard this one time. Oh, what about it? Oh, I remember when I heard about this thing. And like, oh, not that one. Nope, we'll put it back in there for later. Oh, yeah, this one. My evening rant share for the day. That's it. That's what I got for you. I trust you're living your best life. I trust that because I envision that for you. I trust you have the capability, the courage, the gumption to rise up and live better than you are now. Because there's no fucking reason you should be living anything less than that. Unless it's absolutely the trajectory you should be on to getting to your best life. If you're wallowing, pray to God. I pray with God that you are able to pivot up and out of that wallowing pit. Don't be a wallower. The overplayed cliche, it's like you're drowning in a kiddie pool. Well, we've all drank water and we've almost choked to death, so we know how mortifyingly embarrassing and hilarious that is. Well, so let's not do that with our actual life. Let's not drown ourselves in the cup of water or that choke of saliva that goes down the wrong tube when you're actually talking about something important, and then or you're on a date and it's just like, oh, we're gonna kill you now. That's the equivalent of wallowing. Choking on your own saliva when you're talking about something important, as in when you're living life that you came here to live and you're wallowing, you are choking yourself on your own saliva amidst a great talk. Stop. Clear your throat. Focus up. And go live your best life. I fucking love you. I love you. I'm proud of you. Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always, ever, and only working out for me. Everything is always working out for you. Everything is always, only, and ever working out for you. You're here for it. You chose it. If you're not actively choosing it, you're choosing it passively. So, fucking choose differently. Because you can. And you're not dead yet. And maybe you can choose differently before life gifts you an opportunity to experience dying. And then that's your wake-up call. Some of us are so stubborn that those are the lessons we call in. I love you massive.